Have you been hearing about the link building method HARO, or otherwise known as Help a Reporter Out, and wondered how people are securing backlinks of DR 60, 70 and even 80? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how HARO works. And if you stick till the end, I'll even share some of my tips on making sure your pictures get approved. So let's head to the laptop and get started. So here we are at helpareporter.com. The first thing that we need to do is actually create an account, and don't worry, it is completely free. And they do have a paid version which offers a couple of extra features, but to be honest, that's not needed at all. So we want to hit sign up. And then we can see the process here. So basically it's a 3-step process. 1, you sign up. 2, you read your daily HARO emails. And then 3, you respond to reporters. So the idea is that basically you will pick topics or subjects, broad topics and subjects. And then every day you'll receive 3 emails, which is a combination of reporters looking for sources to do with particular articles that they're creating. So the first thing that we're going to do is create an account. So I have just signed up for HARO. You can see that it was successful. I just need to go in and confirm my account through my email. So we'll copy that link and we'll just paste it in here. So there we go. The account is now fully approved and active. So what I need to do is go into my account and update this information. And here we get account types, and we have reporter, source, and sponsor. So you just want to make sure that you have source selected, and then just make sure this information is correct. This information you can ignore. And that's just if you're going to be doing the reporter side and actually looking for sources. I filled that up by mistake. The main thing that we need to look at is the HARO preferences. And this is basically your preferences on what email lists you're going to get sent. So what pitch requests you're going to get from reporters. And you just need to basically just go through these and tick which ones you want to get. The ones that are grayed out, they are smaller lists, so they're less likely to be sent to you, but it's definitely a good idea to add them anyway. And you can click Master HARO and you would literally get them all. But that can take a lot of time if you're on a very niche specific website. So I have basically gone for general, business, lifestyle, and UK. So I have put sports there, but I've not actually ever received one. So from this, I will typically get quite a lot of lists. I'll have a general one, a business, lifestyle, and then an overall one as well, which has got all of them in there. And then you just hit save and update. Notice that you'll start to get your emails in. So as you can see here, I've got 3 emails. I've got the UK queries, the general queries, and business and finance. So what you'd literally do is go into one of these, and you'll see here you've got the index, and then you've got all of the different requests that reporters have got. So the simple thing to do is literally just go through them and find one that is relevant to your niche and one that you feel that you could actually answer. So if we were to pick one at random, so we'll go for this one. We can see the title here. So it's got a number, so you can just search for it if you want to, or like I say, it is clickable. We have the name of the reporter, so the person that's actually creating the article, the media outlet. So this is where the link would appear. The category it falls under, the email address that you send an email to actually pitch send your pitch to. Again, the media outlet, and a deadline. So this article, so they need to basically have all of these pictures in by the 26th of March. So it's worth having a look at the deadline and making sure you stick to that deadline and get that pitch out to them as quickly as possible. Then we actually have the query. So this is where they go through details as to what they're actually looking for. So this is quite a long query, but it basically just goes through and just says exactly what you need to do for them. So questions, they're basically asking you to answer some questions. What are some of your favorite ways to go through cleaning supplies and decide which ones to keep in TAS? And then you need to answer, what should people do on wanted cleaning supplies? So you'd literally, if this is to do with your niche, you would literally just answer those questions and give them the information that they're looking for. One really important thing here is requirements, which a lot of people do ignore and do miss, is that they'll basically tell you exactly what they require in terms of content. So a lot of the times they'll have a word count limit. So that might be 50 words, it might be 500 words. So it's worth making sure that the piece of content you're provided in the pitch fits within that criteria as to what they're looking for. And like this one is also asking you to include full name and a brief bio. Some will ask for a bio, some won't. Some will ask for a headshot and some won't. So you just need to go through the requirements and make sure that your pitch includes everything that they do require. And then you can go back to the top up here and then go through the next ones. And it's really easy to actually send a pitch. We simply pick one. So if we go for this one, this is Reader's Digest. So obviously quite a big outlet. So here they're looking for dog experts to shed some light on white dog breeds. Here's some questions to be answered. So your pitch would have to include answers to these. They don't have any specific requirements, which is great. So then what you would do is, if this is your niche, you'd literally click on the email. You would write in your subject, which a lot of the time I would put in the person's name, or I'd put attention and the person's name, and then I'd put in the article title. So dog experts, can't spell, needed, blah, blah, blah. Then I would just start off with, hello, how are you? Hope you're keeping safe. And then I would go into my pitch, and then I would send that to them and hopefully get a response. You send out pictures, you can actually go to your account and go to My Pictures here, and it will show you a list of all of the different pictures that you've made. So this is for a new website that I started doing Harrow on the 18th of February. And it basically has a status here. So you can see a thumbs up when a pitch has been approved. Now, bearing in mind, there are cases when a pitch might get approved, but they don't update the status here. But this is just a good place for you to keep track to see if any of them have actually accepted. And also just to see the dates that you've pitched on. And a good thing that you can do is go back into the pitch, find out who has... who you send that pitch to, and then just keep an eye on their media outlet to see when the article is published, see if you've been included. If you've not been included, then just take a look at those pitches that have been approved and accepted, and then to see what they did and what you didn't do, so you can see what you could potentially improve on. Okay, so here we have the 6 Harrow tips that I did mention. Hopefully these will help with your pitches and increase the chance of your pitches getting approved. So apply for relevant inquiries. So the point of Harrow is to show that you're an expert within a certain topic or subject. And more than likely, you're obviously going to have a website that's aimed around that subject or topic as well. So in order to increase the chance of getting approved, you need to be applying for and sending pitches for inquiries that are actually relevant to what you're claiming to be an expert on and what your website is about. And you also need to think about this on an SEO side, as you're wanting to be building relevant backlinks. Now, you could go through some of the listings that are loosely related, or that you could think, outside of the box on how you can get your expertise and associate it with the inquiry that they're looking for. Number 2, make sure your responses make sense and everything is spelled correctly. It's really important that you have the right spelling and that your pitch actually does make sense, because this is the reporter's first impression of you. So obviously if there's misspellings, if it doesn't flow right, if it doesn't sound very good, then that doesn't look good on your actual pitch. And a lot of the time they might just completely ignore it. And what you have to remember is that a lot of the time, the reporters might simply just copy and paste your pitch. So they don't want to be wasting their time editing the content. Number 3, get to the point. When you send your pitch, you want to make sure that you go straight to the point. The journalists, they're busy, they've got deadlines, they don't want to be spending time reading your introduction and finding out all about you. I'll often start the email asking, how they are, and then just get straight into the pitch. If they've got any follow-up questions, they'll get back to you. Number 4, add your personality. The reason reporters are looking for sources is generally because they want to add some personality to their articles. They need stories from real people. And most of the time, they don't need to spend the time fact-checking. No one wants a dull pitch that feels lifeless. So you want to add a bit of your personality throughout your pitch. If it's a light-hearted story, then add a bit of humor to it. Get yourself into that pitch. Make sure you read the requirements. Now, I have already mentioned it, but it's really important that you read the requirements the reporter asks. They're there for a reason. If they only want one sentence that's under 50 words, then give it to them. Don't then send them a 500-word pitch, as that's not what they're asking for. And at the same time, if they're looking for a detailed story, don't just send them a couple of quick sentences, expecting them to then contact you for more information. Don't just do Harrow for the link. Let's face it, we want decent backlinks, right? The main reason you've joined Harrow is to build backlinks. But don't just submit pitch after pitch just to get the backlink. Actually spend time reading what the reporter wants or needs. You have to put time and effort into it to get the results that you're looking for. Now at the start, none of your pitches may get approved, but don't get disheartened. The more you use it, the more you send pitches, the more you'll learn and the better your pitches will get, and the more likely you're going to get one of those backlinks. So there we have it. Harrow link building, and I'm sure you'll agree it's an excellent way of getting backlinks, and it even works for new websites. If you did like this video, please do hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to comment in the comments below and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified the next time we upload a video, press that bell. Till next time, bye for now.